versus Goliath. David would have won even easier because David's a ground unit and Goliath's StarCraft 1 not that good in the first round. Over here.
Effects GuMiho.
GuMiho.
Well, I guess we can call it SCV versus Thor.
It is a microwave that is holding a bottle opener.
That's actually really useful. I need to invent that.
I know. And it's got legs, too. Imagine a walking microwave, man.
That would be dangerous. He opens it up while he's on and just radiates you. And here is...
I am MVP.
Yes, you are. There he
That's
is.
when I actually become the fattest person in the world, when I have my walking microwave.
Yeah, it like comes to you with your pizza
I know,
rolls.
right? Exactly.
You have a beer, but you can't open it. It comes over this bottle opener.
Oh, my God. It's better than that monkey that Nesty owns.
All right, so we do have a proxy barracks by MVP and GuMiho, as we saw there. They think both these players are going to advance, the people who voted online. MVP looks like he is going to probably go ahead and go for the Marauder attack that he's been doing in TBT lately a little bit. The early Marauder micro.
Well, hopefully GuMiho is prepared. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs.
Oh, wow.
He's going to see it.
GuMiho. GuMiho.
GuMihe.
Gumi what? Gummy bear.
Gummy bear?
Yeah, man. Didn't you ever
Oh,
eat
dude,
gummy
did you ever
bears?
see the cartoon, the Gummy Bear cartoon?
Of course, I loved it.
like
Bouncing here and there and everywhere.
Gummy bears.
Unawares.
And they like drink a potion.
The gummy bears.
Yeah,
that
I
was
remember that. It was a
show. I
great
love
cartoon.
that. So
But they would drink the potions and they'd bounce, right?
Yes. Well, it would be like super bounce instead of regular bounce.
That was kind of stupid.
Why?
I don't know. It's like I didn't dig it. I'm like, they bounce, really? Like,
what did you want them to do?
I don't
Just
know.
like maul people to death? You're actually sick. What a sick child you were. That's messed up, tasteless. All right, so MVP is not even getting concussive shells. He's like, oh, this is not going to work out. He's getting a single gas and a factory instead.
I'd probably just go right into Banshee.
Yeah, I think he might be right there. I mean, he sees.
You know what I would do, actually? I would actually have sent the Marauder into the main and just scouted.
That's an interesting choice.
Yeah, what do you think about
that? You know what? He might. I like it in a lot of ways. I might keep it at home for defense. It depends on exactly what his plan is from here. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say, Tasteless, that I like your thinking.
Thank you, sir.
Whether I would use it or not, I like it. That's the type of thinking we need to push this game forward.
Well, shucks.
All right, so we do have a Hellion going across the map, and that makes actually the Marauder going home a good choice. A Hellion would be much more annoying to deal with just a Marine in your base.
Sorry, Bartosis, bumped into you there. The Korean word for Marauder is Bulgom.
Yes.
Which means fire bear.
That's true.
So he could have also been one of the gummy bears.
The Fire Bear? I think he's a little bit too violent, man. Maybe trying to bounce away, but they can't because he's slowed down with concussive shells. All right, so we do have MVP going straight for a Viking, which is going to help him out a lot because GuMiho is, of course, going for a Banshee. No cloak, though. And in fact, GuMiho expanding and getting a really quick reactor here. What is this reactor for?
What does it mean?
Yeah, I'm like actually really wondering what this reactor is for.
He might go for a Hellion drop. Get 4 Hellions out.
It's possible, but he's not doing anything with it yet. This is like a really quick reactor. I'm trying to figure out why. And if he doesn't make something soon, I'm going to go ahead and say that's a weird time. And this Banshee not going to do a lot. The Viking taking down oh so quickly. Still going to get a few kills, of course, because it's a Banshee. Oh, he almost repaired that. That was cute. All right, so yeah, he is actually going to go Hellions. Hellions plus some Marines and Stem and a Viking of his own. Might just see some pressure. You know, Reactored Hellion can a lot of times randomly do a good job against your opponent. You know, keep him up his ramp for a little bit. So that might be what he's going for here. It's definitely an odd game, though. Scouting the proxy Marauder is not something we've seen a lot of times. So both these guys kind of playing from the waist.
What?
Isn't it? There's some saying like where you're like improvising, where you're like playing from the waist, something like that. Like
I'm
shooting
sorry.
from the waist.
There might be.
That's
Shooting from the hip. Shooting from the hip.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm actually so dumb. Okay.
You're playing from the waist. It's like
Yeah.
shooting from the hip. I think the only thing you got right there was the from.
It was the general area as well. Yeah, shooting from the hip, man. It's an improvisational thing that we're seeing here. He's walking up with, well, here we go. Blue Flame is done, though. And he's just going to go back up.
He needs to close that off.
Yeah,
close the gate.
The Viking is actually something that's pretty powerful here, but, of course, the Marauder does a lot of damage to that Viking, as it is armored. MVP has his own. Looks like he may even flank here. What's he going for?
I think he's hoping the Vikings in the air.
Yeah. Good call, Taste. All right, MVP getting Cloak at the moment. A little bit stuck in his base. But you know what? If he comes out with a Banshee, actually, he can just kill everything out there. And he does have Blue Flame compared to Red Flame. Very good setup at the top. Yeah, this Banshee is actually a great choice, but it looks like he wants to send it towards GuMiho's base instead of cleaning this up. So he might just be waiting for a lot of units to clean it up.
We got more and more Hellions popping out here. I think the Banshee, yeah, you're right, is genius.
Okay, yeah, there you go. He had it rallied before down towards GuMiho, but cleaning this up is much smarter. Of course, the Marine's not going to do much. What's he going to do, lift that Viking and just die with it?
Where's the funny thing is he's going to lose like so much stuff right now because of this.
Yeah. Yeah,
he's
gonna
like,
lose a ton of units.
see you later.
And the Banshee does live. And now he has Reactor Blue Flame Hellion Stasis. GuMiho, in the meantime, is going Marine Marauder with Medivacs. And MVP has already chosen Mech as his route. Can add that third factory now. And now Cloak is done. Everything looking pretty good for MVP right now. I mean, it's close in supply and all that, but on Antigua Shipyard, MVP going Mech and his opponent not going Mech, I don't give anyone a chance.
Man, look how much stuff at once GuMiho is upgrading.
Yeah, it gets kind of crazy, man. Goes all the way over there. That's wow.
It's like actually going into MVP's name. All right, so MVP I think is starting to realize that GuMiho is just playing a little bit sloppy, and all he really has to do is defend for a little bit, and he'll be so far ahead of GuMiho that there won't be much GuMiho can do.
MVP is getting Ravens already, which is really, really smart. You want those Ravens out so that you can actually defend much easier against the Marauders. And especially if they do a contain. If they do a contain with tanks and Marauders, you have to have some Ravens in there, or they should be able to kill you. Now, GuMiho's playing very smartly as well. Look at that. Beautifully placed turret. He cloaks as he sees the turret. It's a scared movement. And that command center does finish, by the way. It's so smart that GuMiho got that command center right away.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you're going back? Okay. Have to expand right now.
Yeah,
that's the way to do it.
You can't be on the map right now. So that's what I do. That's how I try to take advantage of the situation.
And it's correct. Correct call there by GuMiho.
You know what's so funny is, as that Banshee is getting hit by the turret, for some reason I think the speakers behind us are turned up really loud, like more loud than normal. So I thought something was happening in the studio. I thought something had crashed.
Oh, really?
So I actually like jumped in my chair.
Aces, you're funny.
I thought like props in front of me. Oh my god.
A lot of Hellions versus a few Hellions.
We are fire bears.
And we are fire cars.
We are flame race cars.
We have fire-colored paint on our suits.
We have harnessed the power of fire.
Notice the red player has red flame Hellions and blue player has blue flame Hellions.
Well, they're staying color coordinated. He's like, oh, I spawned as blue. I'm going to get blue flame Hellions.
It's a good choice.
And then the guy's like, well, I spawned as red, so I'm going to lose.
All right, so MVP right now getting his third command center going. He has good production, as we see. GuMiho has that third base up and running. He's doing a great job. Continuing to make SCVs in 2 more command centers. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, Taste. Of course, I don't like Marine Marauder overall, but make command centers early and often against mech if you're going to do this.
Yeah.
MVP looks like he just wants to come out and stabilize, take a third base, and from there he's going to want to basically max out. How many Ravens does he have right now? Let me check. Only 1. And he might just be like, I don't want to spend any more gas on those Ravens. But at least he's going to have a couple point defense drones, which will make a gigantic difference if GuMiho decides to actually attack him.
All right, so he is going to take the third. That's one of the things about meching on this map is it's so easy to get the third base, even if you're meching.
Yes.
It's just so
Very
easy,
true.
man.
Yeah, you're going to get this nice little area that you just, siege tanks cover everything. And when the siege tanks are covering everything, man, you're pretty safe because siege tanks are the unit in this matchup.
All right, Artosis, we have some downtime. Ask me something.
Oh, ask you something? Oh.
Make it good. Don't make it one of these crappy ones like.
One of those ones that you can't
Would you
answer.
rather eat a baby or like beat a puppy to death with a sock that has a battery in it? And I'm just like,
I'm sorry, Tasteless. I ask the hard questions. I'm a journalist.
Like, do I have to kill the puppy by beating it to death with a sock and a battery in it? Can I just do it some more humane way? You're like, no.
No, it has to be that way, Tasteless.
Eat a baby or beat a puppy. No, seriously, ask me a question.
What if the baby's already dead? All right, Tasteless. What do you feel about Christmas?
It's corporatized.
Yeah.
I am, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think, well, actually, I hold that thought. Something's actually happened. I'll get on Christmas in a second.
He's not actually going to attack in there. That
Okay.
would be suicide. Don't
All
worry.
right, but
He's
if it
just
did
breaking
happen, I'm
off,
just like
so-
talking about Christmas. I like.
It would have been Christmas for MVP if he'd attacked up there.
I mean, for me, the whole Christmas thing is like, it's like nice to get people gifts and stuff like that. But like, I don't know. I'm not a really like a holiday guy.
Yeah.
I think I'd maybe do Halloween because I could dress up something ridiculous.
Yeah.
But no, maybe it's too corporatized.
I see.
You know,
All right.
like be like, I gotta get a stocking. Like no, like why are you gonna hang a giant sock up? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Well, I do. But I like getting gifts too, so.
Yeah, same. No, same with me. Yeah, so I'm like, well, you know, being an atheist, you know, I just, I'm not crazy about it, but.
We do actually have MVP moving out now. He's about 184 supply.
He needs to back up. He needs to back up ASAP.
Yeah, GuMiho not going to want to actually attack into that right now. GuMiho actually right now is getting the Corvid reactor. That's actually kind of impressive. You see those medevacs not long for this world if they hang out over there. Yeah, looks like GuMiho's, oh my god.
Nice.
A couple medevacs going
Damn.
down using nothing.
That's the thing. You got to be
Beautiful
so careful with your medevacs when Vikings are out. They can actually shoot down a couple medevacs and get out of there easily.
GuMiho right now going for a flank, spreading his units out here. And he's going for it. And point defense drones do go down, so not a lot of damage done there. The supplies very, very even at the moment. Smartly backing up there. Just wanted to pick off some more medevacs if at all possible. Hit units while they retreat and whatnot. Oh, nice little run around here, picking off a few reinforcements. Hook Banshee will clean it up though. In the meantime, does GuMiho actually have enough here?
That's a lot of Marauders, man.
That is a lot.
That's a lot of Marauders. Uh-oh, where'd all the Marauders go? Okay, never mind.
Those are siege tanks, Stasis, LOL. And MVP just landing. He just needs units sitting in front of his siege tanks for a moment. That's what that's for. And now he's going to get into siege mode. And then what, GuMiho? GuMiho's macro is like
GuMiho is actually about to like lose all of his depots. Oh God! If you have children in the room, cover their eyes now.
SCVs come down and kill the Homeclaim Aliens. I'm like, what? But yeah, MVP has way too much sitting on top of many of the barracks, and GG, as expected, MVP just rocks through this group, and he's like, LOL, you didn't go mech.
He's like, LOL, I'm MVP.
He's like, who's MVP? It's me.
It's me.
You don't even get to vote.
I'm like the best player. What are you going to do? I'm great.
Hey. He's like, everybody, Nest's out of here. I'm going to get another championship. Money.
The best part is I like money, and I always win it.
GuMiho's like, oh, my Marauders weren't good enough this time. I'm sorry, GuMiho.
I needed to get more fire bears.
Yeah, it's...
We, the bears of fire, have harnessed this power. Oh, hi, we're on camera. We only have one more game.
That's right. And this actually all worked out because GuMiho and Jakji both got free wins from the Coca leaving.
Yep.
And MVP went ahead and advanced, so actually it's all fine. Yeah,
I guess the world is fair after all.
Yep. GuMiho against Jakji. Will one of them go mech? My thought is no. My thought is we're about to watch Marine Tank against Marine Tank.
Well, actually, I'm okay with Marine Tank. What I'm not okay with is people who stay like they do fat like Marine.
You're not
King
okay
Prime
with
stuff.
Marine King specifically?
Yes, when Marine King plays, I'm like, this is not supposed to work. And then he loses, and I'm like, okay, so I was right. But he'll do it again next time. We'll see.
We'll see.
I'm sure rabid, illogical Marine King fans are like, no. That's fine. I don't care. I don't care.
GSL finals.
He's been to the finals. You're supposed to respect. No, Mech is
He's a
actually
great
better.
player, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Mech is better.
Mech's actually superior.
Mech's actually winning.
But Blue Flame Hellion. Blue Flame upgrade only gives +5, not +10 against Light. It's like... I'm sorry, Mech is still the best strategy in TVT and will be until something significant changes. 5 less damage on the biggest damage upgrade in the entire game is not that. And MVP knows it, and Artosis knows it. Who else? We'll wait and see.
I know it.
You know it.
I know
That's true.
it.
You do know that.
I do know. We're going to have a 5-minute break, and when we get back, we'll have our final game of today's GSL Coda. So stay tuned.